Throughout history, few figures have captured the human imagination quite like Jesus of Nazareth. Among the many accounts of his life, the healing miracles stand out as moments of profound compassion and power. These weren't just physical transformations. They were encounters that changed lives forever, offering hope to those who had none and restoring dignity to the forgotten. In first-century Palestine, illness carried a weight beyond physical suffering. Disease often meant social exile. Lepers lived isolated from their communities. The blind sat begging at roadsides. Those with chronic conditions were considered cursed, abandoned even by their own families. Into this world of pain and rejection, Jesus brought a revolutionary message, that healing and wholeness were available to all. The Gospels record numerous instances where Jesus healed the sick, each story revealing something deeper about his mission and character. These weren't performances meant to dazzle crowds. They were acts of genuine compassion, responses to real human suffering. Consider the paralyzed man whose friends lowered him through a roof just to reach Jesus. Unable to walk for years, he came seeking physical healing, but Jesus first addressed something deeper: forgiveness. Then, in a moment that stunned everyone watching, he told the man to pick up his mat and walk. And he did. Years of paralysis ended in an instant. Or the woman who had suffered bleeding for 12 years. She'd spent everything on doctors who couldn't help her. In her culture, her condition made her perpetually unclean, untouchable. Yet she believed that simply touching Jesus' cloak would heal her. When she did, power went out from him, and she was instantly cured. Jesus didn't rebuke her for the touch. He called her daughter and commended her faith. There's the story of the man born blind, who had never seen a sunrise or his mother's face. Jesus made mud, placed it on his eyes, and told him to wash. When he did, sight flooded in for the first time in his life. The religious leaders questioned how this could be possible, but the man's answer was beautifully simple. I was blind, but now I see. What's remarkable about these healings is whom Jesus chose to help. He didn't seek out the powerful or influential. He touched lepers, which made him ceremonially unclean by Jewish law. He healed on the Sabbath, challenging religious conventions. He helped foreigners and social outcasts. Each miracle was a statement: every person has value, regardless of their status or condition. These healings also revealed Jesus' authority over nature itself. He calmed storms, multiplied food, and even raised the dead. When he brought Lazarus back to life after 4 days in the tomb, it demonstrated power over humanity's greatest enemy: death itself. These weren't magic tricks or illusions. People witnessed undeniable transformations. But perhaps most importantly, Jesus never healed from a distance emotionally. He felt compassion. He wept with those who wept. He was moved by suffering. The miracles weren't about proving his power. They were expressions of love. The response to these healings was mixed. Many believed and followed Jesus, recognizing divine authority in his actions. Others were threatened by him, seeing his growing influence as dangerous. Religious leaders questioned his credentials. Political authorities worried about unrest. Yet those who were healed knew their reality had changed. The lame walked, the blind saw, the deaf heard. Families were reunited. People returned to society after years of isolation. These weren't temporary improvements. They were complete transformations. Jesus often instructed those he healed to tell no one, yet they couldn't help but share their stories. How could they remain silent about such radical change? Their testimonies spread throughout the region, drawing even larger crowds seeking hope and healing. 2,000 years later, these healing miracles continue to inspire millions. For some, they're historical events that prove Jesus' divine nature. For others, they're metaphors for spiritual transformation. But at their heart, they remain stories of compassion, meeting suffering, of power used to restore rather than dominate, of love that sees value in every human life. Whether we understand them as literal events or profound spiritual truths, the healing miracles of Jesus remind us of a fundamental hope, that brokenness doesn't have to be permanent, that suffering can end, and that restoration is possible. They invite us to believe that miracles, however we define them, might still be possible today.